friends, welcome back to my channel. I recently asked you guys on the poll feature of the YouTube community tab, I feel very versed to be able to say that, if you wanted to see a wax melting collection. I have always made mention that I would probably never film this because it would be a huge undertaking, but with this new surplus of time at home, I was more willing to dedicate the time to it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave timestamps down below because I just want to talk a little bit about the wax world and how I came to be a part of it before I jump into my actual collection. So essentially, I was big into wax melts sort of before the world was big into wax melts, because in my household growing up, we weren't allowed to have candles. My father was very adamant that candle burning was bad for the house. It was bad for the ceilings. It would leave all of this soot. He didn't want any accidents. So I wasn't allowed to have candles, but I still loved scent. I've always been a person who loves scent. So I don't know how I came to discover wax melting, but I started doing it when I was in high school. I would get wax tarts from Yankee Candle, which I still think are good tarts, and I would melt those. It wasn't until I was in college, when I was living in an off-campus apartment, that I started to really discover candles, but I always still was into the world of wax melts. But then as I became more obsessed with YouTube, I learned more about non-mainstream brands, so basically not Walmart, Better Homes and Gardens, and Sensationals, and not Yankee Candle, and saw that there were what they dub third-party vendor, which is basically just a lot of mom and pop people who are online selling wax. And there are a number of Facebook groups that I joined when I first learned about this, and that's the biggest thing I'll say. If you're looking to get into the wax melting third-party vendor game, I would definitely recommend that if there's a company you want to learn more about, join their company-specific Facebook page, because that's where a ton of communication comes from the owners of those companies. A lot of times if they're doing a restock or a specific sale or a different purchasing window, they'll post it in there and they'll do a lot of communication in there. That's what I have come to find. The other thing that I will say is my collection became what it was because I realized that with third-party vendors, it's not like going to Walmart, it's not like going to a Yankee Candle. They don't just have constant wax on hand. A lot of times they're going to do pre-orders, and what they'll do is they'll basically open up their website, allow you to purchase what you want to purchase, and then anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, they typically disclose in their Facebook page what the turnaround time will be. But once they get that money, they will make the product that you're looking for based on the purchasing. So when I realized that, I was very eager to want to jump in, and I didn't want to have to wait. So that's when I learned about another facet of the third-party vendor wax world, and that is de-stash pages. I did a lot of purchasing of de-stash products, or people are just reselling stuff they bought from other vendors. Personally, for me, I think it's a really good jumping off point because a lot of times you can get a variety of brands in de-stashes, and you can also get a feel for what kind of wax you like. The one trade-off is, even though there are a lot of rules and there are a lot of things that are put into place to help ensure and protect the people that are buying, I will say that you don't always 100% know how old something truly is, and you may not know necessarily how many hands it's passed through before it's gotten to you. So there could be times where you're trying out wax that maybe doesn't end up being very good, but that's not indicative of the actual company. For me, my top third-party vendors would have to be Dessa's Homespun Scents, Rainbow Melts, Super Tarts, and the Bathing Garden. Those are the first 4 that come to mind, and I love all of those. I think all of them have really great scent performance, scent longevity, really awesome throw. I think they just do a really good job, and I really like all 4 of the company owners for those. I think they care a lot about the wax that they're putting out, and I think that they really love what they do, and you can smell it in the wax that you're getting. So I definitely recommend them. But I would also say I'm still a big proponent and a big lover of the 2 lines I can get at Walmart, which is Sensationals and Better Homes and Garden. I feel like their wax is really inexpensive and I really enjoy it. And when you see my collection, you're gonna see those 4 big third-party vendors that I talked about, but you're gonna see a lot of the Walmart brands in there, and I think you probably see that a lot in my trash talks. You probably have seen a lot of the wax that I've gone through in my trash talks, and it's been really those 5 or 6 companies. And so I would say if you're not someone who wants to buy from de-stash pages and you're kind of eager to want to make a purchase, just go to your local Walmart and purchase from those 2 companies because there's a lot of excellent wax sitting on those shelves as well. All right. If you have any other questions about wax stuff, leave it in the comments below and I will happily reply to you. But I'm gonna stop yammering and peel back and show you the 3 different layers of my wax melt collection. So I'm starting with the biggest bucket of wax that I have by brand. So we're starting with Better Homes and Gardens. I've got Cucumber Melon Sorbet, Exotic Coconut Quince, Sweet Watermelon Buttercream, Pink Berry Sugar, Sugared Melon Kiwi, and Ginger Berry Margarita. I've got Sensationals. There is Black Raspberry Vanilla, Pink Velvet, and Iced Lemon Sugar Cookies. We've got Glade. I have the Apple Tree Picnic and 2 of the Timeless Joy, which is Sparkling Spruce. I still have some left over from Up North Creations. I have Amber Vanilla, Grape Soda, Strawberry Margarita, Water Lily, and Daffodil Fields. This was the first third party I ever purchased from. These are the candles by Victoria Scent Shots. I'm shocked that I have this many. I purchased so many from them when I first placed an order. So I have Summertime by the Pool, White Tea and Ginger, Baja Cactus Blossom Type, Japanese Cherry Blossom, Ginger Peach, Juicy Couture, Tokyo Spring, Viva La Juicy, Watermelon Lemonade Type, and Sex on the Beach. These are some clams from the Bathing Garden. I have the Golden Egg, Carrot Cake, and Bunny Whiskers. I also purchased I think it was a summer sampler, so all but one of these come from that sampler. It was like underwater themed or pirate themed, but I've got Calypso, Widow's Walk, Dryad Blossoms, Salty Siren, Pomegranate Lime Sweet Tart, Mermaid Tears, Pirate Punch, Mermaid on Duty, Take Me to the Sea, Seashells on the Seashore, Pearls of the Ocean, and Midsummer Song. Here's the beginning of Rose Girls. I'm gonna have a lot of Rose Girls stored in other areas, but I've got Lilacs and Violets, Lemon Birthday Cake and Cookies, Lemon Cotton Candy Ice Cream Cake, and Cranberry Streuselkuchen. All right, we're beginning the Dessa's Homespun Scents portion of this basket. I have Lemon Cheesecake, Cherry Limeade, Boysenberries and Cream, Fresh Bread and Jam, Cotton Candy Frosting, Fruit Loops, Berry Coconut Zinger, Rainbow Sherbet, Pineapple Cilantro, Lemon Bars, Pina Colada, and Black Cherry Bomb. There is Zucchini Orange Cupcake, Pineapple Blast, Sparkling Ginger Ale, another Cherry Limeade, Lemon Bars, Fruit Loops, Orange Grove, and Fresh Raspberry Sauce. These are part of a Disney sampler that Dessa came out with. There is Cotton Candy Confection, Churro Cart, Resort Magic, Soarin' Above, Pineapple Freeze, and The Forest. The other half of that sampler included Journey Over Pandora, Pirate Voyage, Bakery on Main, Pixie Dust, Caramel Kitchen, and Ice Cream Parlor. I've also got this huge brick of Winter Solstice. It's one of my favorite scents. I have a Christmas tree sample, It's a Mystery sample, and another sample called Country Kettle Corn. We're now entering another really large category of my wax, which is Super Tarts. I'm pretty sure they don't do these anymore, but when I was first trying to figure out like scents for Super Tarts, I placed 2 of these sample collection orders. So basically what's inside each of these bags is a single cube of every single scent from that collection. I'm not going to take them all out. I'll just tell you what the collections are. I have this one, which is Guardians of the Galaxy. And then this bag here is Wizard's Wax. All right, I've got 2 that are hanging out on the side, but these are my Super Tart clams. I have Harley Quinn and I have Castle. The rest of the ones you see here, I have Always, Ruby Slippers, Darth, Who's A, Tie Me Up, She's a Wildflower, The Lost Boys, and 2 Chips. I purchased their advent calendar in 2018, and this is what I have remaining from it. So I've got the Frosted Pistachio Cranberry Shortbread Cookies, Americano VBN Cinnabon, Fruitcake, Cotton Candy Frosting Waffle Cone Cornbread Cookies, Vanilla Bean Noel Ribbon Candies, Frosted Christmas Cookies with Orange Apple Cider, Blue Spruce Peppermint Strawberry Shaving Cream Black Currant, Brown Sugar Cream Cheese Frosting Spiced Pie, and Cranberry Buttercream 7-Up Sweet Cake. All right, this is Rainbow Melts. I have Merry Cafe, Holiday Baking, Mistletoe Kisses, Merry and Bright, Jolly Sorbet, Burial Ground, Red Nose, Holiday Treat, and Berry Cream Cupcake. Rounding this off, I have Cranberry Cobbler Eggnog, Winter Storm, Cinnamon Noel, and Gumdrop. This is a Fat Wax Fruit Loops sampler that I purchased. The only non-Fruit Loops one I have is this one called Mixed Emotions, which I'm pretty sure was like an extra sample that they threw in. So all of these have the base note of Fruit Loops. I'll just tell you what else is in there. So I've got Banana Monkey Farts, Orange Chiffon Cake, Watermelon Jolly Rancher, Sugar Cookie Royale, Captain Crunchberry's Sugar Milk, Blueberry Cream, Sugared Lemon Pink Sugar, Birthday Cake Marshmallow Fluff, Tea and Cakes, Just Plain Fruit Loops, Strawberry Soda, and Strawberry White Cake. This section is just ones that I've got a couple from each brand. So I've got 2 from Waxy Taffy. I have this tub of taffy scoopable wax in Toasted Coconut Salty Sea Air. And then I have these in Abby's Bake Shop. I have 2 from Yankee Candle. I have Red Raspberry and I have Pink Peony. And then there are 2 from Candy Panda, River Flows In You, and Labradite. Here we have like a mixed one-off grouping. So I have this from Cosmic Cleanse called Inhorn. Then I have Savannah Blue Scented Wax Melts in Enjoy the Snow. I have this one from Sparkles Wax. I'm really not sure. This is Pink Sugar Snuggle Salty Sea Air. From Penn's Woods Candle Company, Lemon and Raspberry Pound Cake. Then there's this one from Savvy Scents Co. It's Cranberry, Pearberry, and Champagne. Earth Goddess Treasure Box in OWW Rocks. Long Cane Primitives Tarts Key Lime Pink Ribbon Cookies. From Rocket Candle Co. It's Mystic Cherry. Diamond State Soap. This is Warm Vanilla, Wild Raspberries, Creamy Coconut, Blueberry, and Blackberry. And then lastly, from Vintage Road Candle, Strawberry Nilla Wafer Smoothie. These are one-off brand clam shells that I have. So I have from Portrait Cookie Soap, Parlay. Hannah's at Home, I have Berry Berry Lemonade. And then from Swan Creek Candle Company, I have the frosted cranberry and sugared vanilla. This is Nancy's Wax Creations. She has rebranded, and I don't know for certain, but I think she maybe moved away from wax. I stopped following her once she went through a rebranding, but this is the wax that I have from her. This is Fruit Loops. Then I have Caribbean Breeze, Baby It's Bedtime, Pesky Pomegranate, Mocha Mint Chip, Baja Cactus Blossom, Apple Blossoms, and Hyacinth. Rounding off Nancy's Wax Creations, I have this bag of Winter Wonderland. I have this blueberry cobbler, some strawberry bread, coconut rum, Fruity Loops, and then blueberry friendship bread. Right before She Loves Cake closed down, I purchased 2 of her boxes. I purchased the Tim Burton box and the Harry Potter box. What I'm showing you right now is the Tim Burton box. So I have Sally the Rag Doll, Victoria Winters, Carolyn Stoddard from Dark Shadows, Dr. Julia Hoffman, The Headless Horseman, and The Corpse Bride. This is the second half of that box. I have Sandy Claus, Oogie Boogie, Zero the Ghost Dog, The Mayor, Angelique Bouchard, Dr. Finkelstein, and Barnabas Collins. All right, we're moving on to the Harry Potter box. I have Dobby, Voldemort, Hogsmeade, Harry Potter, Sirius Black, and Luna Lovegood. The other half of that box had a little sorting hat sample, Severus Snape, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, Dumbledore, Rubeus Hagrid, and Draco Malfoy. In my opinion, her labeling is second to none. I love the theming of these. I'm really sad I discovered her so late in the game. Moving on to the Glitterati Candle Company, I was fortunate enough to win one of her Sunday raffle boxes. So these are the actual scent shots that came in there. So I have banana nut bread, pina colada, ice capades, Mrs. Claus cookies, serendipity, and pistachio pudding cake. This is the other half of the box that I received. So I got this frosted cranberry yuzu cupcake, Bite Me Earl Grey tea, Wet Dreams Lady Victoria, sugar cookie dough saltwater taffy, blueberry CC frosting, blue Hawaiian citrus herb, and then Love Spell Mai Tai. We are now moving into the wax that I have on deck. So I have a canister of wax by my nightstand that I'll immediately go to versus going into that big container of wax that I have. So this is going to be a bit more randomized. So I have these 3 clams. I have Super Tarts Abominable. I have Mary Moose Candles Tart Wax Melts in Basil Sage Mint. From the Bathing Garden, I have Cinnamon Jingle. The ones up here are all from Rainbow Melts. So I have Pink Chiffon plus Balsam plus VBN. Christmas Cookie, Gingerbread Applesauce Ice Cream Scoop Bread, and then Let It Snow. Other part of that canister includes these from Rainbow Melts. I have Seaside Christmas, Pretzel Salad, Holiday Fireside, Elf Breakfast, and Snowman Tears. I also have a bunch of clams that sit outside of that canister. So I have these. I've got the Sensationals, Crystal Healing, and Calypso Sands. And from Better Homes and Gardens, I have maple and rum, Shangri-La, pumpkin honey butter, and crisp frosted fir. Rounding off my nightstand, I have candy cane from Up North Creations. From Super Tarts, the Oops, we used ice cookies oil instead of cookie jar in their Full House. From Mainstays, I have the Velvet Sunset wax cubes. Again, from Fortune Cookie Soap, I have You Shall Not Pass, and then I have their scoopable wax in I Am Groot. All right, we're moving into my second on deck buckets. I have two buckets that I keep like in our TV stand in the living room. So I have two from Glade, the Nutcracker Delight and Enchanted Evergreens, both from the Nutcracker and the Four Realms collection. And then from Hannah's at Home, I have this triple trio. It's evergreen and cedar, hollyberry, and pine. From Better Homes and Gardens, I have sweet orange and pine, red currant poinsettia, lemon pumpkin shortbread, candied caramel pecan, wonderful winter, cinnamon and spice, spiced pumpkin pie, and sweet roasted chestnuts. I have some more from Better Homes and Gardens. I have sugared maple and evergreens and perfect pumpkin ale. From Hannah's at Home, I have the Harvest Heirloom, Grandma Ruby's quilts and blankets. From Mainstays, I have the mulled cider. And then two from Sensationals, I have Welcome, which is spiced apples and pumpkins. And then I have Mountain Twilight, which says a cool breeze over pine and aspen. Then I have three from the Bathing Garden. I have chestnuts and pine cones, hot chocolate with marshmallows and peppermint, and Bah Humbug. I have one from Scentsy, which is the Christmas Cottage, one from Nancy's Wax Creations in mulled cider, and one from Fortune Cookie Soap called Monkey Business. I have a few from Super Tarts. I have Teddy, Originals, the Full House Oops, we used ice cookies oil instead of cookie jar, and Hufflepuff. Now we're moving into scent shots. So I have two from Nancy's Wax Creation. I have Oh Christmas Tree and Glistening Christmas Tree, and then the rest are candles by Victoria. I have Hemingway Type, Ray's Hot Chocolate and Marshmallows, Pear and Caramel, Simply Pear, and S'more Cupcake. These from Yankee Candle, these three are all the same. It's Sugared Apple, which is hands down my favorite Yankee Candle scent ever. And then I also have Sugared Pumpkin Swirl. These are from Waxmosphere. These were a 12 days advent calendar, so they're all 12 days of Christmas themed. So I have 9 ladies dancing, 10 lords a-leaping, 6 geese a-laying, 7 swans a-swimming, and 4 calling birds. There are one-off brands that I have in my bucket. So I have from Up North Creation mulled cider, the Bathing Gardens Vanilla Mint Jam, Penn's Woods Candle Company Pumpkin Crunch Cake, Cottage Bay Scents Relaxation, Mrs. Bugs Buttermilk Drop Biscuits from, it looks like L3, Rainbow Melts Bobbing for Apples, Fat Wax Pumpkin Crunch Cake Buttercream Crunch, and this says the Polar Express Tinsel. I'm not sure what brand this is. From Nancy's Wax Creations, I have Primitive Pantry, Winter Woods, Pumpkin Apple Butter, Pumpkin Cedar, and Hot Maple Toddy. This is from Dessa's Homespun Scents. This big package here, I don't know the exact name, but it is a cherry scent. The rest are all, I believe, from a fall sampler. So I have this one from Pumpkin Farm, Harvest Moon, Cranberry Sauce, Country Christmas, Fall in the Country, Pumpkin Pie, and Mold Hut Cider. And lastly, I have a sampler from Rainbow Melts. So I have Joy, Santa's Snack, Ho Ho Ho, Mistletoe Breeze, Warm Wishes, Stocking Stuffer, Frosty Days, and Silent Night. Final 4 melts in that sampler were Making a List, Yuletide, Sleigh Bells, and Angel Tree. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I won't be shocked if you say that you're really surprised by how much wax I have. I think the greatest thing to come out of my time at home is that I've been doing a ton of wax melting, and I hope to perhaps stay away from candles for maybe, a few more months and make a more concerted dent in what I have in wax, because the reason I have so much of it is that I'm still a candle lover at heart. I just love the warmth that the candle glow gives off. I don't know why it's such like a aesthetically pleasing thing for me, but since I've been burning through most of my candles, I can now focus way more on my wax. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, and I will talk to you in my next video real soon.